Have you ever wondered what the future holds for the world's most powerful and ancient families? What if I told you that some of the events we are witnessing today may have been predicted centuries ago? Yes, even for the royal family. In the 1500s, a man named Nostradamus wrote prophecies that have shocked and amazed people for generations. Could his writings really foretell the twists and turns that lie ahead for the British monarchy? These predictions are not just curious insights, they may be divine warnings, urging us to pay attention in these crucial times. For nothing is hidden that will not be made manifest, nor is anything secret that will not be known and come to light. Luke chapter 8, verse 17. This powerful verse reminds us that the mysteries of the past often hold clues for our future. In today's video, we are going to uncover 5 Nostradamus predictions for the royal family that could leave you speechless. Stay with me as we explore these ancient prophecies and their potential impact on our world today. Welcome to Bible Prophecy, where we connect history, faith, and the future. Let's dive in. 1. The tragic end and the secret of inheritance of Queen Elizabeth II. The passing of Queen Elizabeth II, a figure who has reigned longer than any other British monarch apart from Queen Victoria, has left the world reflecting on her legacy and the mysteries that surround her life. If you have ever wondered what the end of her reign could signify beyond just historical importance, there are deeper layers to explore, layers that were, interestingly, predicted long ago. Nostradamus, known for his often cryptic, yet startlingly accurate prophecies, foretold many events, and one of his predictions directly concerns Queen Elizabeth's tragic end. He claimed that old family conflicts would weigh heavily on her in her final days. Though we saw her health slowly decline due to age, her eventual withdrawal from public life still shocked many. Her passing would not only be a private moment of mourning for her family, but a profound event for an entire nation. A nation that saw her almost as a symbol of immortality, even though her family might attempt to maintain privacy for a time. As Nostradamus suggested, her eldest grandchild would insist on a public funeral, recognizing the deep connection she had with her people. The emotional blow would be severe, not only for the family, but for a country that deeply revered her. Yet, despite the mourning and the sorrow, Nostradamus was clear. She would not be the last monarch of Great Britain. But it doesn't end there. One of the most shocking prophecies connected to the Queen's passing is the suggestion of a secret lover who may have a claim to her vast inheritance. This notion stems from Nostradamus's quatrains, particularly the 3rd quatrain of the 6th century, where he mentions gifts and hidden inheritances. The Queen, with an estimated personal fortune of $465 million, has sparked much speculation about how her wealth will be divided. The prophecy suggests that letters, perhaps hidden or unsigned, would reveal a lover whose identity is not yet known, someone who could disrupt the carefully planned succession of wealth and power within the royal family. While this may sound like the plot of a dramatic novel, it's important to remember that Nostradamus has often been dismissed, only for his predictions to later prove eerily accurate. His past predictions, including the timing and nature of Queen Elizabeth's passing, have led some to give weight to this more controversial forecast. If such a scandal were to arise, no doubt the United Kingdom's secret services would act quickly, ensuring that the monarchy's succession remains smooth and without public disgrace. 2. The end of the monarchy. Nostradamus, known for his fascinating predictions, made some shocking claims about the future of the British monarchy. And if you've ever wondered how these prophecies might unfold, you're not alone. One of his boldest predictions involves Prince Harry eventually taking the throne, but only after overcoming a significant challenge, his brother and nephews. This scenario might remind us of the biblical story of Cain and Abel, where one brother rises to power through tragic circumstances. Could such a story of sibling rivalry repeat itself in the royal family? Nostradamus hints that deeper forces will be at play, pushing this prophecy into reality. But it's not just him. Baba Vanga, another well-known clairvoyant, also supported this prediction, making it even more intriguing. You might ask, why is this such a big deal? According to these prophecies, the monarchy will begin to lose power significantly, starting in 2018, when they supposedly lose political control over 15 out of the 16 Commonwealth sovereign states. It's not just about internal struggles for the throne. The prophecy suggests a much larger unraveling. What's even more striking is that the tipping point for all of this is the passing of Queen Elizabeth. Her death, according to these predictions, will serve as a catalyst for enemies of the crown to attempt to dismantle the monarchy entirely. This will not only be about who will sit on the throne next, but outside forces, including countries like Spain, France, and Germany, will view the United Kingdom as an isolated nation with outdated policies that no longer fit in with modern Europe. And it won't just be external forces at play. The British public, too, will begin to distance themselves from the monarchy, seeing the royals as nothing more than figureheads. Globally, they will be viewed as corrupt and dishonest, with internal family conflicts likened to the drama of Game of Thrones. Nostradamus even went as far as to predict that journalists speaking out against the royal family would be jailed, but the truth behind these events would remain hidden, creating one of the greatest unsolved mysteries in European history. Betrayal and dishonor would overshadow the royal family's legacy, though the real story might be far more complicated than anyone could imagine. 3. A new king on the throne. Let's dive into the intriguing story of Prince William and Kate Middleton, two figures who have captured the world's attention since their 2011 wedding. As the second in line to the throne, William's future has been the subject of much speculation, but what makes it even more fascinating is the way Nostradamus' prophecies might tie into their story. Could there be a deeper, prophetic meaning behind the life of Lady Diana's eldest son? Nostradamus, known for his cryptic and often shockingly accurate predictions, foretold not only the passing of Queen Elizabeth II, but also the tragic fate of a prince and his children. Many believe this could be a direct reference to Prince William, but why? William was born on June 21, 1982, a day that marks the transition between the zodiac signs of Gemini and Cancer. In astrology, Gemini often symbolize new beginnings, while Cancer, represented by the crab, is known for clinging to life until the end, often symbolizing illness or death. This symbolism has sparked theories that William, who shares the Cancer sign with his late mother, Princess Diana, could represent a threat to the British monarchy in a metaphorical sense. Lady Diana, seen by some as a cancer to the royal institution, was a beloved figure who, despite her tragic end, left a lasting impact on the world. Could it be that her son, William, carries a similar destiny? Diana's life was marked by tension and drama within the royal family, and many speculate that William might inherit that same disruptive energy. Some even wonder if he could be the force that ultimately transforms the monarchy in ways we can't yet foresee. Adding to the mystery is the fact that Kate Middleton, William's wife, was born during a lunar eclipse, an event historically tied to the goddess Diana. Could this celestial coincidence hint at a larger cosmic plan for the couple's future? When we think about these details, it's hard not to wonder if there's something bigger at play here, something that Nostradamus may have foreseen centuries ago. 4. The downfall of King Charles and the rise of Prince Harry. In the unfolding saga of the British royal family, many have been captivated by the possibility that Prince Harry, rather than his elder brother William, could one day ascend to the throne. While Prince William is the first in line to succeed King Charles III, Recent speculations have surfaced regarding Nostradamus's cryptic predictions, which suggest a much more tumultuous future for the British monarchy than we might expect. According to these centuries-old prophecies, a king may be removed by force, and an unexpected successor, one who bears no mark of a traditional king, could take the throne. With King Charles battling health issues, including a rumored cancer diagnosis, many wonder if these prophecies are pointing toward Prince Harry's unlikely rise to power. Could it be that we are witnessing the beginning of this last days prophecy, as foretold by Nostradamus? The question on many people's minds is, how could Prince Harry, who has distanced himself from royal duties and relocated to the United States, possibly become king? After all, he has shown little interest in the throne and has openly criticized the royal institution. Yet, some believe that unforeseen events could force Harry into a position he may never have sought. The royal family has faced scandals in recent years, and Harry's exit from royal duties in 2020 made headlines across the globe. His departure, often referred to as Megxit, alongside his wife Meghan Markle, fueled intense media speculation about the future of the monarchy and Harry's place within it. Despite his distancing from royal life, the question remains, could Harry still end up as king, especially given the uncertain state of King Charles's health? King Charles himself seems resolute that Harry will not return to the royal fold. Despite their familial ties, Charles reportedly holds firm that his son's half-in, half-out approach to royal duties is not tenable. Even though Harry expressed his love for his family and his willingness to help during his father's illness, sources close to the monarchy suggest that there is no path for Harry to reclaim his former role. Prince William, too, is said to share this sentiment, with reports indicating that William feels Harry's return would bring instability and mistrust. In Les Prophéties, Nostradamus accurately predicted Queen Elizabeth II's passing at the age of 96, and many are now looking to his writings to understand what may come next. Nostradamus suggests that the king will be forced out, and someone unexpected, perhaps Harry, who has cast aside many royal traditions, will take his place. But Harry's chances of becoming king are slim, unless an extraordinary series of events unfolds. In modern-day terms, Harry is currently fifth in line to the throne, behind William and his 3 children. For Harry to become king, a tragic event would have to eliminate William and his heirs, a scenario that seems improbable but not impossible in the unpredictable world of monarchy. Yet the concept of destiny and God's plan plays a significant role in the conversation about leadership and the future of the royal family. As believers, we understand that positions of power are ultimately ordained by God. In Philippians chapter 3, verse 8, it is written, "I consider everything a loss because of the surpassing worth of knowing Christ Jesus my Lord." This reminds us that even the highest earthly positions, such as being a king, pale in comparison to the eternal value of knowing and serving God. Could it be that the turbulence within the royal family is part of a larger divine plan? Is there a message from God hidden in these events, urging us to look beyond worldly thrones and focus on the spiritual kingdom that will never fade? Harry himself has expressed sorrow over the way his departure from royal duties unfolded, acknowledging that he and Meghan had no other option but to step away. He has vowed that they are not abandoning their responsibilities entirely, but it is clear that the royal family views him as an outsider. William, in particular, has made it clear that Harry's return to the royal fold is not an option, despite the personal pain this may cause. Still, Harry's birthright remains. Under British law, only an act of Parliament can strip Harry of his place in the line of succession. This means that, despite everything, Harry's potential to become king is still technically alive, though it would require a series of dramatic and tragic events to unfold. As we reflect on this possibility, we are reminded of the words in Proverbs chapter 19, verse 21. "Many are the plans in a person's heart, but it is the Lord's purpose that prevails." No matter what plans are made by the royal family, or how the public views their actions, It is ultimately God's purpose that will be fulfilled. The prophecy surrounding the future of the British monarchy serves as a reminder that even the most powerful earthly institutions are subject to the will of God. What seems stable and unshakable to us today could be overturned tomorrow if it aligns with God's greater plan. The rise and fall of kings and kingdoms throughout history are a reminder that worldly power is fleeting. What truly matters is our relationship with God, for His kingdom is the only one that lasts forever. As we consider the fate of Prince Harry and the British royal family, let us remember that no matter who sits on earthly thrones, it is God who reigns over all. In conclusion, while the royal family's future remains uncertain and the prophecies surrounding them continue to fascinate, we must not lose sight of the eternal truths that guide us as believers. Leadership on earth is temporary, but God's reign is eternal. Whether Harry becomes king or not, the real question is how we respond to these signs of change and prophecy in our own lives. Are we focusing on the right kingdom? Are we listening to the message from God in these turbulent times? As you ponder these questions, remember that God's purpose will always prevail, no matter what plans humans may make. 5. Royal family drama. Will Prince Harry reunite or walk away? In the world of royalty, many believe that the British monarchy represents an unshakable institution. But recent events and predictions have left many wondering if even this ancient lineage is secure. According to Nostradamus, the famed 16th century astrologer known for his shocking and often accurate prophecies, the future of the monarchy may not be as stable as we once thought. One of the most intriguing questions that people are asking is, what happens if Prince William, who has been groomed since birth to be king, chooses to abdicate? While it seems highly unlikely, given William's sense of duty and lifelong preparation for the throne, it raises some fascinating possibilities. If William were to step down before his son, Prince George, reaches the age of 18, could Prince Harry, the younger brother, step in as a temporary king regent until George comes of age? Even in that case, Harry's role would be temporary, just a steward of the throne until the rightful heir was ready. But could Harry, a man who has walked away from royal duties and lives halfway across the world, really take on such a monumental responsibility? Would he even want to? The idea of Prince Harry stepping into a regent role may seem far-fetched, especially given his current relationship with the royal family and his apparent discomfort with royal life. As many have noted, Harry has been open about the toll that the royal spotlight has taken on his mental health. If called upon to serve as king or even king regent, it's plausible that he might choose to abdicate, prioritizing his own well-being and his family over royal duties. After all, Harry has shown time and time again that he values his personal freedom and the mental health of his family above all else. But what if this unexpected scenario actually unfolded? Could Harry, who once described royal life as feeling trapped, ever return to that gilded cage? And if he did, what would that mean for his family, his mental health, and his relationship with the monarchy? Let's take a step back and consider the astrological perspective. According to astrologer Gall Eden Sasson, 2024 will bring some significant retrogrades and eclipses that could disrupt life for many, including members of the royal family. Sasson predicts that Prince Harry's chart is moving into the houses of money, talent, and self-worth, as well as into areas related to community and communication. He forecasts a year of personal success for Harry, perhaps even the birth of a third child, as Jupiter, the planet of unpredictable energy, moves into Harry's house. Could this be the year when we see a major turning point in Harry's life? Sasson also predicts a potential reconciliation between Harry and his older brother, Prince William, a reunion that has long seemed impossible due to the deep rift between them. But, as with all things, change is possible. Even William, who was born during a new moon and a solar eclipse, may find himself navigating the challenges of leadership in ways he hasn't yet anticipated. Will their sibling bond heal, or will the pressures of the monarchy continue to pull them apart? As many of you know, the tension between Harry and William has been simmering for years. It reached new heights when Harry and Meghan Markle decided to step away from their roles as senior royals in 2020. While some saw it as an act of rebellion, others viewed it as a necessary step for Harry's mental health and the future of his family. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex have faced relentless media scrutiny and public backlash, particularly from the British tabloids. Their decision to seek financial independence and move to the United States was met with both criticism and support, but it has undoubtedly changed the dynamic within the royal family forever. Given the rift between the brothers and the ongoing media battles, is it even realistic to imagine Harry returning to royal duties? William, who is poised to take on more responsibilities as King Charles III battles health issues, is reportedly not open to the idea of Harry coming back in any capacity. Sources close to William have said that he does not trust Harry or Meghan and believes their return would cause more harm than good to the monarchy. Despite these obstacles, could we see a scenario where the brothers put aside their differences for the sake of the crown? Nostradamus predicted a tumultuous future for the monarchy, one where a king would be driven out and replaced by someone who bears no traditional mark of a king. Could Harry, who has shunned the royal lifestyle, be that unexpected successor? After all, Harry is still fifth in line to the throne, and only an act of Parliament can remove him from the line of succession. While his position may seem ceremonial at this point, it's a reminder that the monarchy operates under its own set of rules, and nothing is impossible when it comes to royal intrigue. This brings us to a critical question. What does God's message say about leadership, power, and family? In Philippians chapter 3, verse 8, we are reminded, "I consider everything a loss because of the surpassing worth of knowing Christ Jesus my Lord." This powerful verse teaches us that no earthly position, no amount of power or wealth, can compare to the true value of knowing and following God's path. It's a lesson that transcends time and place, a reminder that no matter what happens in the world of royalty or politics, our ultimate purpose is found in our relationship with God. As we watch these events unfold, it's essential to remember that all kingdoms on earth are temporary. No matter how powerful they seem, they will eventually fade away. But God's kingdom is eternal. As we reflect on the possibility of Harry's role in the future of the monarchy, we must ask ourselves, are we putting our trust in earthly rulers, or are we placing our faith in the eternal kingdom of God? The Bible reminds us that true leadership comes from humility, service, and faithfulness to God's will. Perhaps this is the deeper message we are meant to take from these prophecies, the reminder that no matter what happens in the world, God's plan is always at work. So what does the future hold for the British royal family? Will we see Prince William step into his role as king with grace and strength, or will unforeseen events lead to Harry's unexpected return to the fold? Could the brothers reconcile, or will their estrangement continue to shape the future of the monarchy? These are questions that only time can answer. But as we ponder these possibilities, let us keep our eyes on the true King Jesus Christ, whose reign is everlasting. Whatever happens on the world stage, we can find peace in the knowledge that God's kingdom will never be shaken. As you think about these royal prophecies and the uncertainty that lies ahead, consider this. What is God saying to you in your own life? How do the themes of family, leadership, and forgiveness play out in your personal story? Are there relationships in your life that need healing, just as Harry and William's relationship does? And most importantly, are you trusting in God's plan, even when the future seems uncertain? Let these questions guide you as you navigate your own path, remembering always that God's message today is one of hope, redemption, and grace. In the end, whether Prince Harry returns to the royal family or not, the real story is about the choices we make in our own lives. Are we choosing to follow the path that God has laid out for us? Are we seeking reconciliation where there is division, just as the Bible teaches us? In Matthew chapter 5, verse 9, Jesus says, "Blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called children of God." Let us strive to be peacemakers in our own lives, knowing that true leadership comes not from power or position, but from a heart that seeks to serve others in love and humility. As we watch the royal family navigate these turbulent times, let's remember that we, too, are part of a greater story, a story written by God Himself. As we reflect on these powerful predictions and the unfolding events around the royal family, let's remember that no matter what happens in this world, God's plan is always in motion. I encourage you to start each day with prayer, asking for God's grace and blessings to guide you through. It's in these moments of quiet reflection that we can draw closer to Him and begin each day filled with peace and purpose. If you found this video insightful, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Bible Prophecy. And be sure to turn on notifications so you won't miss our future videos as we explore more prophecies and spiritual insights. Thank you for watching, and may God bless you abundantly.